question is about the geometry. A curve has the equation y equals 3x minus 4 over x and passes through the point A and B. At each of the points A, C, and D on the curve, the tangent is parallel to AB. Find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of CD. The perpendicular bisector of the CD is mean the line will pass through the midpoint of CD and perpendicular to CD. So the best easy way to find the equation of the perpendicular bisector in this case is you have to find the coordinate of C and D. So the coordinate of C and D, you have the information. The tangent of C and D is parallel to AB. So the line parallel to line is mean the gradient of the tangent of C equal to gradient of tangent of D will be equal to the gradient of AB. So I will use formula to calculate the gradient of AB first. YA minus YB divided by XA minus XB. And minus 1 minus 11 and 1 minus 4. So here is minus 12 and this one is minus 3. So equal to 4. So the gradient of tangent C and the tangent D will be equal to 4. The gradient of something will be the gradient function of the original function. So I will take the diff of this function and I will have the gradient function. When after you diff that, you will got 4 divided by x squared, and this one will be equal to 4. So x squared will be equal to 1. No, it's 4. Equal to 4. Yes. So h will be equal to positive and minus 2. We have the two value for x to set the gradient equal to 4. It means equal to gradient of AB. So it will be corresponding to the C and D. I mean I can put at C x equal to 2 and at D you got x equal to minus 2. So corresponding to the y, when x equal to 2, you substitute in this one. 3 times 6 equal 3 times 2 equal to 6, and 4 divided by 2 you got 4. So corresponding to y is 4. So the first point C you have 2 and 4. The second one minus 6 and plus 2 you have the minus 4. So the second one is minus 2 and minus 4. Okay, quite easy to remember C and D, right? Okay, we write that. You got C is 2 and 4, and you got D is minus 2 and minus 4. First one, I have to find the middle point of C and D. Quite easy to count because it will be equal to average of the x coordinate and the y coordinates. 4 minus 4 equal to 0 and 0. So the origin point will be the midpoint of C and D. And the second one, I want to find the perpendicular. I know the point the line will be past 0 and 0. And now I will find the coordinate for CD. The gradient of CD. The gradient of CD will be minus C y minus 4. Here is h and 4 equal to 2. So the gradient of the perpendicular bisector will be equal to minus 1 divided by 2. Because if I have the two lines is line 1 perpendicular to line 2, I mean the gradient of 1 times the gradient of 2 will be equal to minus 1. Okay, so that's why I have the gradient CD is 2 and the gradient of the perpendicular bisector is minus 1 over 2. Because this point is passed through the 0 and 0, so I can put in the general form of the line mx plus c, x equal to 0, gradient equal to -1 over 2, and y equal to 0. So I got c will be equal to 0. You got c equal to 0 and you got the gradient of the line in this one. So in conclusion, you will have the gradient, you will have the equation of the line is -1 divided by 2 times x. Okay, we finished this question.